everyone, it's Tanya from Tanya Kraus Horsemanship. You've got Millie and I here for an episode of the Millie Diaries. She's had 2 days off again. Today's Sunday. I didn't do anything with her on Saturday. I didn't do anything with her on Friday. And I think Thursday was the day that I loaded her straight in there and took her straight out. And she might have had like the Wednesday off. I've been doing a fair bit of filming for the advanced clinic. So that's why it's just been a little bit erratic in that regard. So I'm going to go straight into it and ask her to load. She has actually done this once today, and when I turned around, Cracker had his nose on the camera and had knocked it off the fence. So that's pretty nice there. I'm just going to stop her from walking forward there with the rein. And again. I like that. I like that when she stops, she's sort of stopping in there. She's not shooting out the back and shooting out the front. So I'm going to let her back off, but I'm going to click her back in there because I didn't ask her to. I don't mind that she's whacking that barrel. Obviously her belly might hit the divider or something like that. I don't need her panicking when she feels the sensation. So it's pretty nice. And I was just trying to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to ask her to back. Good. And what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to load her from the other side because I need her to load from both eyes, and she might have to go into different bays. So sometimes our horses will get kind of confident with the repetition of the same, with everything being the same. And I don't mind investing in that for a little while. As you've seen over the previous days, we've built this up to this 3-barrel system, and certainly the last few sessions, the first few I went both ways, and then I sort of started just loading on that one side, which was me and her left eye. So I don't mind her sitting in that and getting successful and confident in that, but then I'm absolutely going to change it up because sometimes she might have to go in the left bay, sometimes she might have to go in the right bay, sometimes I'm going to be on different sides, sometimes it might be an angle, sometimes it might be a truck. I don't need my horse, I don't mind my horse getting confident with one trailer and one bay position initially, if that stepping stone is what is required. But I certainly don't want to have a horse that is like, oh no, I need my, car trailer. If you're watching this car, you should give me sponsorship for these. I'll only get in my car trailer, and I'll only get in the right hand side, and only if I'm wearing my pink halter. I can't afford for my horses to be that way. So I'm going to go ahead and ask her to load in. Happy to let her explore in there. We haven't done this for a few days, like on this side obviously. And you can see she is a little hesitant. Good job. There's my lick and chew and my processing. I have got my rein looped there, so I'm trying not to hold her in the bay. Not my job. And I just counted down from 10. Silently, little bit of anxiousness there. She's trying to chew in on the barrel and stuff. She's not all the way in, but it looks pretty good to me. So what's that, about 15 seconds? Ah, so close. So whenever my horse decides to get off without the cue, I'm going to put them back in. Because this is the lesson of, no, you have to wait for me to ask you. So I pushed the envelope. I went beyond that 10, 15, 20 seconds. And once they're locked in, they're locked in. There's no, but I need her to understand that she has to wait for me to say that she can come out. But this is pretty good. Remember, that's her scary end. So I'm going to move back here, rub, pick up the tail, a little bit of pressure in there, not very much at all. Very nice. Oh, Millie. Hey, you're so clever. So clever. Great. I really liked that. Great introduction of that secondary side again. So you can see how we, when we're doing the initial training, like with the one barrel and we're doing pass-throughs and claustrophobia, we're absolutely working on both sides. Once we start loading and trying to get patience in that gap, what I'm going to do is probably revert to one side to get the confidence and to be able to release her. Like, you've seen me do it. I take the halter off. I'm like, yep, session's done, session's done, session's done. So once I feel like that's happening and she's confident in that regard, now I can rebuild the other side and make sure she's confident from both sides before we introduce the trailer. Thanks for watching.